Hello, ladies and lads, it's Katie, and I'm here today to give you some advice. So, I'm back with another video. I know you're probably surprised to see me so soon. Basically, I'm here today to give you some tips, some advice on the run-up to the Leaving Cert. I've got about 10 tips here, some 10 top tips. I've got a flight in about 2 hours, so I'm trying to film this video fairly quickly. Let's get to the video. I've got my notes here because I'm so prepared. I'm actually really prepared this time. Tip number 1, cut off point. Now, what I mean by cut off point, I mean you have a time where you're like, I am not studying after this time. For example, like, I need to stop studying past 9 p.m. because I need to have about an hour to myself to calm down, not stress out, and go to bed, you know? So you need a cut off point. Now, I know this can be difficult for a lot of people who are doing sports, but then on the days that you have sports, try and use up your time as efficiently as possible. Like, if you have any frees during the day, get down and study. And if you really don't have time that day, you kind of just need to spread out your sports a little bit more. Or the next day, if you don't have any sports, then perhaps study a little bit more then. Number 2, comfort food. Now, a lot of teachers or parents or whatever will be like, you need to eat healthily, you need to keep your mind in check, but sometimes that's not how it works. You get a little bit stressed out. You gotta eat that comfort food. Whatever it may be, if that's chocolate, if that's pizza, if that's popcorn, don't do it every day. Don't do it all the time. But if you get really stressed out, have a bar of chocolate. Have 2-3 slices of pizza. Treat yourself. You're in the middle of a difficult time. You're okay to treat yourself. Number 3, now, no matter how many teachers. Hello? Back to point number 3. No matter how many teachers, no matter how many parents, no matter how many times you were told this, you always think it is a bit stupid, but it's not. Exercise. And I don't mean running a fucking marathon. I mean going to the gym for 20 minutes, going on a walk with your dog or your cat or your hamster, whatever you may have, as long as it's safe, I guess. Whatever it may be, it will take your mind off study, but you'll also be getting exercise, which is good for you, and it will make you more able to study later on that day. And you may think, oh, I'll be too tired, but it will get you really energized. Go home, have a shower, and then study. Tip number 4, don't start a Netflix series coming up to the Leaving Cert. No matter how much extra time you have on your plate, don't do it. Just don't do it. Tip number 5, social life. No matter what your parents tell you, keep up the social life, but, just like spread it out a little bit. So basically what I'm saying is meet up with coffees for your friends. Meet up with coffees for your friends. Go to a pub, meet up with your friends for like an hour or 2. Don't drown your sorrows though, don't do that. But keep up the social life, maybe go out once a week. And by going out, I don't mean going out clubbing or whatever. I mean going out with your friends for like an hour to a shopping center, to get a coffee, to get a drink, to get lunch, to get brunch. Tip number 6, dealing with teachers. You may think that you are the only one stressed in this year. You are not. The teachers get just as stressed as you, and I still don't know to this day why. Well, actually, I sort of do. It's because they want good grades for their class, they want a good average, they want you to do well, they probably don't want to see your sorry ass back there next year. But that can mean a lot of pressure on you, and you can't take this to heart. You kind of have to give them a little bit of leeway just because they're stressed out too. Some teachers are just bitches though, so you gotta just calm down a little bit and just tell them to chill out, but it can be a lot of pressure. So you kind of just need to take everything with a pinch of salt. I made a joke about it in one of my Leaving Cert videos where it was like, homework becomes optional. Well, that's not really a joke. It kind of does. Certain homework does become optional because you do need to spread out your time to studying other areas or different parts of subjects or things that you need more help in. Tip number 7, even though I said meet up for a coffee, that's fine, meeting up for one coffee, but don't drink too much coffee. For me, that was an issue. I drank 6 to 7 coffees a day. I was anxiety ridden the whole year. I had really bad anxiety just from drinking so much caffeine, but I felt like I couldn't survive without it because I was too tired all the time. All these early mornings, late nights studying, like you feel like you need it. You don't need it. You know, like you just need a good night's sleep, and that can be difficult to get during this time as well. But if you spread your work out, you'll be G. You'll be G. You'll be fine. Tip number 8, mindfulness. There's so many books, so many apps, so many things that you can get to just help you be mindful. Also, maybe just go into your room, close the door, make sure there's no noise, and just breathe in and out. Make sure that you are feeling okay. And if you're stressed, just be like, okay, I'm stressed. I need to sit down. I need to have a cup of tea. I need to have just, time to myself for an hour, for 10 minutes, for 20 minutes, just whatever you need. Just, everyone's going through the same thing, so you just need to calm down. Like, I thought I was going to fail maths, and I nearly did, but I was fine. And if I can do it, you can do it. So you got this. You got this. Tip number 9, take care of yourself. That's also meaning like getting a good night's sleep, and that's meaning also wake up at a similar time every morning. Obviously for school you have to, but on the weekends try and wake up at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and then have a shower, pamper yourself, wash your face, make sure that you're fresh and ready for the day, because then you'll be more motivated to want to do things if you're nice and clean and fresh and just ready to take on the day. Tip number 10, don't be too hard on yourself. I know this is easier said than done, and you're probably like, oh my god, I've been studying for 3 hours and I got 1 chapter done. Who cares? You got 1 chapter done. And if you feel like you don't actually know that chapter that you've been studying for 3 hours, that's just because you're stressing out about it. You just kind of need to calm down. My top tip about studying would probably be making spider diagrams. They really help. They still help me today in college. They're really good, and they get things done faster and easier. But yeah, don't be too hard on yourself. Everyone's going through the same thing. You've probably done just as much study as the next person. Whatever you do is what you need to do. Obviously don't neglect it. Love yourself, because that's all you gotta do. Those are my top 10 tips for the run up to the Leaving Cert. You guys got this. You'll be grand. You'll be G. It's all G. And then after the LC, damn, you're ready to party. But for now, focus. It'll be over soon and you'll be grand. I really hope you guys enjoyed them, or they helped you in any way. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, please. Subscribe if you haven't already, which you probably haven't already, but subscribe would mean the world. Turn on my post notifications, which is the little bell down there, because you don't know what I'm going to upload. Comment down below. Comment if this helped you. Comment if you're doing the Leaving Cert this year. Comment if you need any help. I'm always here. Also follow my social medias. I post a lot more there. I will see you guys next time with another video. I really love you, and I hope you have an amazing day, and I'm late for my flight, so bye!
Who let the dogs out?